I am so glad you're here. There's something so gentle and powerful about the early hours of the day. Right now, in this quiet moment, as the world is still stretching and waking up, you have been given the most beautiful gift, a fresh start, a new beginning. Whatever happened yesterday, last week, or even this morning before you pressed play, it does not matter. This is your moment. You are safe, you are loved, you are allowed to begin again. Each new sunrise is like a loving whisper from life saying, "Here, try again." Isn't that comforting? You don't have to carry the weight of yesterday into today. You don't have to fix everything at once. In this space, just breathe with me. Breathe in ease. Breathe out tension. Breathe in peace. Breathe out pressure. Let go of anything that doesn't belong to your joy. Today, we are going to talk about attracting wealth, but not just the kind you keep in your wallet. Wealth is so much more than numbers or coins or bank accounts. True wealth begins inside you. It is how you feel when you wake up. It is the love you give and receive. It is the calm in your mind, the gratitude in your heart, and the knowing that life supports you in every way. You don't have to chase wealth. You don't have to push or force. That's not how the universe works. The universe responds to your inner state, not your outer struggle. If you feel abundant inside, if you believe you are worthy of good, then the world begins to shape itself around that truth. So let's begin today by gently shifting the way you think, and even more importantly, the way you feel when the day begins. Take another breath with me. There's no rush. There's nowhere else you need to be right now. This time is just for you. Think of this moment as a little spiritual garden. What you plant here with your words and thoughts will grow throughout the day. And if we plant seeds of love, trust, peace, and prosperity, guess what? Those are the flowers that will bloom in your experience. Many people wake up already feeling behind. Their minds fill with lists and problems before they've even brushed their teeth. And then they wonder why the day feels hard. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can train your mind to wake up in harmony. And it starts with one simple thing: awareness, just noticing. What am I saying to myself as I rise? Am I greeting the day with fear or with hope? You see, our minds are like little radios. Whatever frequency we tune into in the morning sets the tone for the whole day. If you turn the dial to stress, then the day echoes with stress. If you turn it to peace, then peace follows you. If you turn it to lack, then lack finds its way in. But if you turn it to abundance, to gratitude, to joy, oh my, how things begin to shift. This is why your morning matters so much, because your first thoughts are like a message sent out to the universe saying, "This is what I expect, this is what I believe." And the universe, so loving, so generous, responds by saying, "Yes, I will match that for you." So let's choose wisely, let's choose lovingly, let's choose from a place of truth and worthiness. I want you to know something with all your heart. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel supported. You deserve to have ease with money and joy with your work. You are not here to struggle every day. You are here to thrive. And that begins not with working harder, but with thinking kinder thoughts. So tomorrow morning, or even right now if your day is just beginning, try this gentle shift. When your eyes open before the world rushes in, Say to yourself, today is a new opportunity to love and be loved. I am open to receiving good. I am ready to welcome abundance into my life. Say it like you mean it. Say it with a smile, even if it feels silly, even if it feels like pretending at first. That's all right. The universe doesn't need perfect faith. It only needs a little opening, a little crack in the wall of doubt where the light can get through. And every day, as you repeat these gentle thoughts, your mind begins to believe them. Your body begins to relax. Your heart begins to trust. And wealth, real wealth in all its forms, begins to flow into your experience. Let's move gently now into the deeper understanding of morning energy. You see, the early hours of the day are sacred. They are filled with fresh energy, untouched by noise, by conflict, by comparison. In the morning, your thoughts are the strongest, the most impressionable. The mind is still soft like clay, waiting for direction. This is why what you tell yourself in the first few minutes has more power than you might think. When you wake up and reach for your phone or jump into chores or worries, you skip this beautiful opening. It's like throwing seeds on the sidewalk instead of planting them in soft soil. But when you start with calm, with intention, with kindness, your inner garden begins to bloom. Try not to rush through your morning, even if your schedule is full. Just 5 minutes of quiet connection can shift the whole day. Light a candle, stretch your body, look out the window and feel the light. Speak softly to yourself. Say words that feed your soul. I am supported. Life loves me. All my needs are met. Do you feel how different that is from saying, I'm already late, I don't have enough, there's so much to do? The first brings you peace, the second brings tension, and you have a choice, always. The way you start your day is like tuning an instrument. When you are in tune with yourself, with love, with gratitude, then the music of your day is sweeter. But if you rush, if you doubt, if you scold yourself, then things sound off and you feel off. And that's okay too, because every moment is a new chance to retune, to begin again. It's never about being perfect. It's about being present. Just be yourself in kindness. Just offer one soft thought at the beginning of your day and see how it ripples outward. We are not just waking up the body in the morning, we are waking up our consciousness. We are reminding ourselves of what's true, that we are loved, that we are safe, that we are abundant beings in a loving universe. Let's also speak about how wealth truly begins, not in your bank account, but in your mind. Wealth is a feeling. It's a sense of fullness, of knowing there is enough. When you feel wealthy inside, the outside catches up. But when you feel lack, no amount of outer riches can fill the void. So, in the morning, ask yourself, am I opening the door to wealth or closing it? When you complain, you close it. When you bless, you open it. When you stress, you close it. When you trust, you open it. It really can be that simple. Let's breathe into that truth together. Inhale, I am worthy of abundance. Exhale, I let go of lack. Again, inhale, I welcome wealth. Exhale, I relax into trust. These are not just pretty words. They are instructions for your cells. They are codes for your nervous system. When you repeat them each day, they begin to rewire your thoughts, soften your fear, and open your heart to receiving. You don't have to believe it all at once. Just start with a willingness. Just start with a whisper, and the universe will meet you there, always, because life wants to bless you. Life wants to support you, but you must let it in. And that, dear one, begins each morning with a choice, with a breath, with a thought, with a tiny shift from fear to faith, from doubt to love, from lack to abundance. You are ready. You are more than ready. This is your time. This is your morning. And all good things are already making their way to you. So often, wealth feels far away because of the quiet little stories we tell ourselves when no one else is listening. These stories begin the moment we open our eyes. A voice in the mind might say, "There's not enough," or "I'll never get ahead," or "It's always been hard for me." These thoughts might seem harmless or even honest, but they are not the truth of who you are. They are habits, echoes of the past, and they do not have to define your present. You see, the way we speak to ourselves in the morning creates the blueprint for our day. If the blueprint is lacking, we'll notice everything that confirms it. But if the blueprint is made of love, of worthiness, of ease, then life will reflect that too. So many people try to fix their outer world, working harder, pushing more, chasing success, without noticing that the inner world is still filled with fear and doubt. But when you start with your thoughts, the outer begins to shift in beautiful, surprising ways. Think of it like a garden. If you keep planting the same seeds, thoughts of not enough, too late, or too hard, you'll keep growing the same flowers, no matter how much you water or how hard you work. But change the seeds, and the entire landscape begins to bloom differently. That's what we're doing right now. We're gently changing the seeds. We are choosing new words, softer beliefs, kinder thoughts, not because we're pretending everything is perfect, but because we're ready for something better. And that begins inside. So let's look at some of these wealth-affirming words together. Not just to say them, but to feel them. Let the words land in your body. Let them be like warm sunlight on your skin. Say with me softly, "I am open to receiving wealth in every form." Feel how gentle that is, not demanding, not desperate, just open, just ready. Now try this one. It is safe for me to be rich in love, rich in joy, and rich in resources. Notice that word, safe. For many, the idea of wealth brings tension. Old memories, fears, stories about money being bad or hard or unfair. But what if we soften all of that? What if we allow wealth to be a natural, loving part of our life experience? One more together. I allow abundance to flow to me, through me, and from me. We're not hoarding or clinging or worrying. We are flowing. We are trusting, because real wealth flows. It moves. It expands. And you are part of that expansion. These affirmations are not magic spells. They are invitations. Every time you say them, you are inviting the universe to show up differently. And over time, it does. Life responds to the tone of your inner voice. So let's make that voice loving, hopeful, abundant. You can repeat these words while brushing your teeth, while preparing your tea, while putting on your clothes. Let them weave into your routine like background music that gently lifts you higher. Now, I want to share something that has helped so many people over the years. It's a practice I call mirror work. Simple, powerful, and yes, sometimes emotional. All you do is stand in front of a mirror, any mirror will do, and look gently into your own eyes, not to judge or correct or fix, just to be present, just to be kind. You might begin by saying, "Good morning, I love you." That alone can open the heart in ways that are deeply healing. And then you can add your affirmations. I am worthy of a beautiful life. I trust that everything I need is coming to me now. I am a magnet for prosperity and peace. It might feel awkward at first. That's okay. It's a new language. Your body and mind may not be used to hearing such loving words from you, but keep going. Day by day, you will begin to feel a shift. You will notice yourself standing a little taller, smiling a little easier, breathing a little deeper. Mirror work is not about vanity. It's about connection. It's about meeting yourself as you truly are, a powerful, radiant being, worthy of love and abundance. And doing it in the morning sets the tone for your whole day. If you don't have a mirror nearby, just place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and speak those same words inward. The heart hears them, the soul hears them, the energy moves all the same. Your presence, your words, your willingness, that's what matters. Now let's create a simple morning wealth ritual. Nothing complicated, just something that feels good to you. Begin with stillness, a few quiet breaths. Maybe light a candle or play soft music. Greet yourself with love. Look in the mirror or place your hand on your heart. Say one or two affirmations. Smile. Thank life. Feel that sense of being supported. Then maybe stretch your body gently or write in a journal. You could jot down 3 things you are grateful for, or write down one way you already feel wealthy today. You don't need hours. Just a few minutes of mindful intention can change everything. It's like watering your inner garden first, so that the flowers of your day can grow strong and beautiful. And don't worry if you miss a day. Don't turn this into pressure. That's not what we're doing. This is about kindness, about creating space, about choosing love over habit. Even when things feel busy or overwhelming, come back to your breath. Come back to your words. Come back to this simple truth. You are creating your experience with every thought you think. Make your morning a time of alignment, of grounding, of self-celebration. Treat it like a sacred appointment with your soul, because that's exactly what it is. This is your time to remember who you really are, to remember that you are not lacking, you are not broken, you are not behind, you are powerful, you are supported. You are in partnership with a loving universe that wants you to thrive, and you are allowed to feel good, even now, even before everything is perfect, even when you're still on the way. You are allowed to feel good. You are allowed to feel wealthy. You are allowed to begin again. So let's start this day with love, with truth, and with the quiet knowing that wealth is not something you chase. It is something you welcome, something you allow, and it all begins with the thoughts you choose each morning. You are ready. Let's begin. Throughout your life, you've been taught to move quickly, to wake up and immediately get to work, to answer messages, worry about responsibilities, and prepare for the day ahead with a full list of tasks already spinning in your mind. And yet, in that hurry, so many miss the most powerful moment of the day, those first few minutes where your energy is still soft, still open, still untouched by the world's demands. This is where transformation lives. When you become aware of the patterns that repeat each morning, rushing, doubting, complaining, you begin to understand why wealth feels distant. It's not because it isn't meant for you. It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because your inner voice, that quiet narrator in your mind, is still echoing the past, the old beliefs, the old stories, and these stories can become invisible habits if we're not lovingly watching them. So let's bring loving awareness to these moments, not judgment, not blame, just awareness. Perhaps you find yourself waking up and already thinking about what's lacking, what hasn't worked, what's not enough, what needs fixing. Maybe you check your bank balance and feel a pinch in your chest. Maybe you compare yourself to others and start your day with that weight. This is all very human, but it is not permanent. It is not who you truly are. A pause phrase is a loving reminder you can use anytime a negative pattern tries to return. It's simple, short, and speaks directly to your soul. You can whisper it the moment your mind tries to spiral or when old thoughts sneak in. Some beautiful ones you might try. I choose love over lack. It's safe for me to trust. Life supports me in unexpected ways. Let these words become your anchor, not to fight the thoughts, but to soothe them, to gently guide yourself back to your truth. Every time you speak a pause phrase, you are interrupting an old program. You are reclaiming your power. And in that soft daily act of choosing again, you are creating a new pathway, one that leads to wealth, peace, and joy. Now let's talk about your body. Your body is not separate from your wealth. It is not separate from your thoughts. It hears everything you say. It holds your beliefs. It responds to your energy. And when you wake up with tight shoulders, shallow breath, clenched jaws, it's not because your body is wrong. It's because it's listening. It's trying to protect you from the stories you've been carrying. But here's something magical. When you relax the body, you open the door to receive. Wealth flows when you are relaxed, not because you're lazy, not because you're doing nothing, but because in that state, your nervous system is no longer fighting. It's allowed, it's opening, it's saying, I am safe to receive. So take a moment with me right now. Place your hand gently on your heart. Close your eyes if you wish. Feel your feet on the floor or the bed beneath you. And breathe. Inhale slowly. Hold. Exhale fully. Now say softly in your heart, I am open to receiving. This is more than a calming practice. It is an act of creation. When your body is at ease, your mind becomes clear. When your mind is clear, your emotions settle. And when your emotions are loving, life mirrors that love back to you. This is why I say again and again, your thoughts are powerful, your feelings are magnetic, and your body is the sacred vessel through which all of it moves. Create little rituals of ease throughout your morning, even if your time is short, even if there are children to care for, or a job to get to, or a list to complete. One moment of pause, one breath of peace, one gentle thought of abundance. That is enough to begin. You are not here to struggle your way into success. You are not here to sacrifice joy in the name of survival. You are here to thrive, and thriving starts from the inside out. So wake up with love, breathe with intention, speak with compassion, move with grace, and trust, deeply trust, that all your needs are known and met by a loving, responsive universe. Each day you practice this, your energy becomes clearer, your desires become lighter, your manifestations become quicker because you're not chasing anything, you're becoming the match for what you want. And it all starts with how you speak to yourself each morning. You may not notice the change overnight, but one morning you'll wake up and you'll realize something feels different. You're not as anxious. You're not afraid to check your balance. You smile more. You rest easier. You expect good things. That is the work. That is the transformation. Not in grand gestures, but in small, sacred choices repeated with love. And so I encourage you, let your mornings become sacred again. Let them be quiet celebrations of who you are and where you're going. Say your affirmations with softness. Feel them with honesty. Adjust them when needed. Let them reflect your evolving truth. You could start with something like, I am a powerful creator of my life. Every morning I align with joy, peace, and prosperity. Money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. My life is filled with grace and ease. These aren't just sentences, they are doorways. Speak them aloud while you stretch. Whisper them while you sip your tea. Write them down in your journal. Let them rise up inside you until they feel like home. This practice doesn't need perfection. It needs presence. It needs love. So whether today is the first time you've done this or the 100th time, trust that it is working. Trust that you are aligning. Trust that you are healing. Trust that you are remembering who you really are. Because you, dear one, are meant for joy. You are meant for peace. You are meant for wealth that feels good and flows freely and blesses everyone it touches. The more love you give to your mornings, the more love your life will return to you. That is how energy works. That is how the universe works. You are not alone. You are never behind. You are always guided. So each morning, as the sun rises and the world begins to stir, meet yourself with kindness. Meet yourself with faith. And meet yourself with the quiet, steady truth that your life is getting better every day. Take a deep breath now. Exhale all the doubt. Inhale all the possibility. And say one final time with me, I am worthy of all the abundance life has to offer, and I welcome it now with love. Let that truth settle in your heart. You are ready. This is your morning. This is your new beginning, and beautiful things are already on their way to you.